Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody, guys. Let's take a look again on euro currency. So as we have talked about the euro recently, as you can see, price action hasn't changed significantly, so volatility yesterday was not really very significant. Market mostly stands in the same area where it was recently, but this is understandable because investors are just waiting for non-farm payrolls numbers, and today we will take a look just briefly on what could happen and what's going on the euro currency in general. So first of all, on the non-farm payrolls, as you know, the rate respal expectation tells about 192,000 of the new jobs should be created in last month. So you could take this number as an average, and if you're trading the data releases, you could make the bets on direction depending on how real numbers will be better or worse than expected. Also, guys, keep a close eye on the wages. So market expects 0.2 increase in the wages in this month. If increase will be slightly better, 0.3 or even greater, this will be very supportive to the United States dollar. In this case, an acceleration down will follow. Based on action that we see here on intraday charts, probably we will not get double bread and butter sell on this week. If you remember, we have discussed three possible points of trading right now on the euro currency. First, the major pattern that we're watching for is kind of the chance to take the short position, and for that purpose we need some meaningful bounce up. Because we have thrust down, it's very good, but we still do not have any meaningful retracement, at least the free retracement of this drop. Take the position. Based on action that we see right now, it seems that we will not get it until market will not hit the major support cluster around 1815, 119 area. So this is very close, and if non-farm payrolls will be slightly better than expected, I think that market easily could reach 119 today. So take a look at daily average sold today stands 1877. So market easily could hit this area. It's 1890, 9036. This will be confidence support where market could find the support here. XLP, well, theoretically it could be touched if indeed numbers will be very good. So market could move slightly inside of the oversold, something like here, and hit the XOP, but in other conditions, if market will be corresponds on average to the numbers on the non-farm payrolls, probably it will reach just the confidence support. On the 4-hour time frame chart, guys, so that's what about our first potential trade. It's the bread and butter on the daily. So probably we need to wait hitting of the major target, and only after that retracement could follow. On the 4-hour time frame chart, guys, as you can see, nothing really new. Here indeed the kind of the bearish dynamic pressure is forming because trend has turned bullish, but price action is not. And it means that market should take it out of these lows. That in turn hints on the possible positive numbers on the non-farm payrolls. Also take a look, the market keeps harmonic swing very well. Speaking on the third trade that we have discussed yesterday, we said if you would like to join this current downward action on the intraday chart, you should keep an eye on some guardless people to sell on some intraday patterns, bearish continuation patterns. Currently, guys, as you can see on the hourly chart, kind of the butterfly is forming. So here was minor guardless people to sell on this leg, but it needs probably 5-minute chart to catch it. Anyway, here as you can see, guardless, it's also guardless of course. Butterfly buy is forming. And take a look that it has two destination points. First one 1917, second 1893. That corresponds to lower border of the this confluence and very close to the daily results. So if numbers will be positive, probably butterfly will be completed. So if you hold short position here and trying and join this based on these harmonics, when you take the short position, keeping short, think about these possible targets that could be met today. So that's the area where market could reach within today's session, because if this is a short-term position, makes sense to think about taking profit because market will meet daily result. Potentially on the longer term perspective, guys, we do not exclude the market will reach first is 1830 XLP, but potentially, as we discussed yesterday, it could be 115.50. Our next destination point is very probable that market could reach it. And then, as we have two scenarios, either we will get big head and shoulders, market will drop lower to the 112 area, or these head and shoulders will fail and market will continue upward action. So that will depend on the European Central Bank policy. Currently it's a bit early to talk about it, but speaking on the Y115, probably we already could focus on this area. So that being said, today we mostly will be focused on non-farm payroll release and on what has happened in this area. Currently it seems, based on this butterfly, the market could reach today's 1890 area, is lower border of this confluence support on the daily and daily result.